Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today, I want to walk around my house and show you things we can get rid of and declutter. Now, let's get started and show about it and tell about it. First idea, clothes that either no longer fit you or that are uncomfortable, along with shoes or sandals that no longer fit you or uncomfortable. Also, if you no longer use purses, I know many people don't, that may be something else you may want to consider donating. Also, something else that we may want to go through is our socks. I recently went through these and donated quite a few that I was no longer wearing, in addition to pantyhose that I never wear. Do any of you wear pantyhose? Do you remember wearing those back in the day? Something else you can get rid of is jewelry you no longer wear. By the way, I do have my own wedding ring, but this is my mother's wedding ring from 1960. I really like it. So I am keeping this. But a lot of the other jewelries I have, I just don't wear it. I don't wear bracelets. I don't wear a lot of rings, necklaces, earrings hurt my ears. So donating, selling, whatever you wish to do with it, jewelry that you're not wearing is something else to consider. Something else that I frequent is looking through all personal care products to see if there's any that are really outdated. We already recently did that, but this is something I think is good to do once a year. Something else to go through is old medicine and medical type products, but it is always good to make sure you dispose of them in the correct manner. I always frequent my refrigerators, freezers, and pantries and look for any food that may be really old. I do stay on top of that. Now, occasionally I do have to throw away things, but very rare. Last thing I threw away was some old sour cream. Looking through your spices and getting rid of ones that are really old is very important. One of the other things I'm doing is I'm simply not buying as many spices. I used to buy a spice just for one recipe, and then I wouldn't use it again. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for alternatives and substitutes. Many times when you substitute things, for example, recently I made a recipe that called for buttermilk. So I made my own buttermilk. So that's what I've been doing on a lot of things. So you don't need as many spices as you think you need. And so I've been going through and making sure to use all the spices I have before buying more and using substitutes for unusual spices. Another thing I do quite often is look through old paperwork and old bills and I shred them, but I really am cautious of what I do shred because I don't want to shred something that's really important that I may need later, but old paperwork is something else that I do periodically go through. Something else that many people may not think to declutter are uncomfortable pillows. I don't know about you guys, but I like things that are soft. I've had people give me pillows before that are basically like sleeping on a rock. They are good for some people, but not for me. And so I donated them to someone that liked that type of pillow. Something else that can really clutter up a home are books. Now, these are all of my books, and I have cookbooks on the top, which I know I could keep in the kitchen, but I have other things in my kitchen. And these are my other books on the bottom. Well, I did go through these and donated some, so I don't feel like these take up much space, but going through books is also really positive. Something you don't hear about decluttering a lot is digital declutter. I find that to be really important because you may have a bunch of emails to different stores and things that you're no longer purchasing items from, all sorts of digital declutter, going through old emails, filing, printing off, whatever you want to do with them, and going through that can be really good. It gives me a good feeling to stay on top of all my emails. Well, everyone, that's the list for today. I know I could come up with a lot more stuff. I want to hear from you. What are some things that we can go through very quickly and get rid of now? Remember, we can just spend 5 minutes. We don't have to spend all day on this or even 30 minutes. Set the timer for 5 minutes and go through one of these areas and see what you can get rid of that you're no longer using, that's no longer serving you, because it may find a forever home somewhere else. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I sure hope you come back for tomorrow morning's video because I'm going to be talking about, can we live off just Social Security benefits by itself? Can we live on Social Security and thrive? I'll see you on tomorrow morning's video. Love you. Bye.